With fire, the glowing eyes appeared. Beyond the protective circle of light, the demons with shining eyes roamed. Join us as we explore Mysterious Eyeshine. As day rolled into night, the early hominoids retreated to the safety of the caves. Based on archaeological deposits in the South African Wonderwork Cave, archaeologists have pushed back the date of primitive man's fire usage to around 1.5 to 2 million years ago. With the advent of fire usage, the mysteries of the night were illuminated. Unfortunately, it also spawned the mysterious eyes of the night. To these proto-humans, the creatures with the glowing eyes were from the realm of demons and the supernatural. Today we know this darkness as the domain of life and death, with the struggle between predator and prey acting out each night. Lying immediately behind the retina, the tapetum lucidum is a retroreflector. It reflects visible light back through the retina, increasing the light available to the photoreceptors. It also contributes to the superior night vision of some animals. This is the source of eyeshine we see in many modern animals today. At some point in our evolutionary chain, we lost this capacity. It's unknown why such a beneficial, enhanced night vision trait was lost, but possibly the evolutionary trade-off was for the more acute daytime vision that we have today. Non-human primates and monkeys are lacking it as well, but the modern day Strepsirrhini, at least I think that's how you pronounce it, which is a suborder of primates that includes the lemur and a few other nighttime primates in Africa and India and Southeast Asia. They do have the Thadium lucidum. Studies indicate, based upon the distribution of this trait, that around 50 million years ago, we diverged from our last common ancestors. And once monkeys and apes appeared about 35 to 45 million years ago, respectively, the daytime activity of these other unpronounceable primates disappeared. All eyes will return some light from the direction it entered the eye. So if you have a light source near your eye or camera lens, you see this reflective light, and the eyes of the person or animal will appear to glow. They aren't actually glowing, but the light is coming from inside the eyes and appears bright because it is focused in the direction from which the light came back in the first place. Hence the dreaded red eye in flash photography. There's a wide variety of eye colors depending upon the species. As you can see here, there is a very vast amount of variation depending upon the species. There is no known species that have self-illuminated eyes. There are reported cases of a pigment dispersion syndrome that occurs in humans. I think that is only visible with a bright light and with a microscope. Possibly the closest is the lanternfish. They have a white sac situated below their eyes that contains bioluminescent bacteria that glows in the dark. But still, reports come in across the globe of people seeing glowing eyes in the woods at night. What could be the source of these encounters? Could it be from an unknown primate that retained the night vision we gave up millions of years ago? Or possibly a recessive trait that emerged and allowed nocturnal activity?
When I was 16, I was hunting on a family farm in Arkansas. I got out of my stand and I was going down the fence line to get my trail camera, my feeder. So as I get close to my trail camera, I hear this sound in the woods. It sounds almost like a ape huffing at me. I stop. I don't hear anything for a little bit, so I move on down the fence line. I take my camera down and I put it in my bag, and out of the corner of my eye, I notice a limb hit the ground. Well, I shine my light back towards the tree line, and there's a pond. About 9 foot off the ground are 2 glowing reddish yellow eyes. I was young, I took off. I didn't check to see what it was. I come back a couple of days later though, and the closest branch to the ground was 15. And I've been chasing that monster ever since.
I was backpacking just outside of Tallel and decided to go off into the forest to find a spot to set up my tent. I was surprised to find an old camper in the forest. The door was ripped off. It was in pretty bad shape. But inside it had a comfortable chair and a platform to set up my pup tent. Hung out there for a while and then went to bed. In the middle of the night, I woke feeling there was something or someone outside. I was scared, but decided not to let them intimidate me and went right outside and came upon, about 6 feet away from me, a hulking black mass with glowing red eyes. I was so terrified, we just looked at each other for a while, and the eyes were definitely glowing. There was no fire, no moonlight, just enough light to see the outline of this creature, and the eyes were terrifying. They were definitely glowing red. And then I found myself running back in and hiding under the covers, going, no, 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 no. It was probably the most terrified I've ever been. I've tried to get people to go back to that camper with me, and no one will go with me. I don't blame them.
This summer, as Keegan, Trev, and myself go on our treks, we will all keep this in mind and look for any mysterious eye shines in the woods. We will have night vision equipment, and maybe it can shed light on the mystery. Come join us on our treks, and keep your eyes open. See you guys. Until next time.